Hey YouTube, matches 860. Smoking a Stanwell this morning with some gentleman callers in it. Thought I'd talk a little bit about my impressions and experiences with YouTube over the past 6 months. And I guess the first thing that comes to my mind, thinking about where I am now and where I came from on YouTube, I think it took me about 60 days, 2 months, to sort of get acclimated to the whole idea of the pipe community. I was somewhat aggressive going after subscriptions and looking into other people's videos, even though I didn't know who they were and I wasn't subscribed to them. I can imagine someone that doesn't have a lot of time and only gets onto YouTube briefly, that it would be easy for them to not realize how large the pipe community is. But as I say, it did take a while to figure out who all the players were. For some reason, must be my experiences with TV over the years, I initially thought that everybody that I was seeing on YouTube had been there forever. And I think I really got a wake-up call when Flieger 671 put together a video of people that were missing, and really made me stop and think. You know, these were people that he enjoyed watching who just sort of fell off the face of the earth. And again, going back to my TV analogy, usually you see like a news anchor on TV and they're on there for years and years, and you soon come to find out that the YouTube community is really very fluid. And I got into the habit of starting to look at when people had joined and how many videos they made and when their last video was. And you know, it turns out that people come and they make a few videos and leave. Sometimes they come back, sometimes they don't. And I guess it just isn't what I envisioned when I first started up. But in a lot of ways, it reminds me of where I work. And I gave the analogy of people getting on and off a bus. You know, it's never the same group, but you meet interesting people and you're saying goodbye to people all the time. few of the things I've noticed that are kind of interesting, and again, I've only been on 6 months. People that have been on for a few years can probably shed some light on this, but it seems in the last maybe 2 months, I've noticed a lot more people in their 20s, new pipe smokers joining up. Whereas my first few months, as I watched new people come on, it seemed like they were older, 40s, 50s. So it's kind of good to see the younger people on there, and they certainly have something to offer. And it's fun to see the ones who are just starting out and looking for advice, and I think it's great that Stogie Farts has started the little school there for newbie pipe smokers, because, you know, maybe he sees the same trend that I'm seeing. It's a great idea. The other thing, which has become very apparent and I think is great, seems to be more pipe smokers getting together and doing videos. When I was at the Cape, I had the pleasure of watching Dagner Performance. If you've never seen him, it's a guy and his dad, and this one particular, it was 2 videos they split one into. They got on and they just did the most incredible, just about 20 minutes worth of a video. It's almost like it was scripted, but you could tell that they were just, you know, just going along and being father and son. It was a great thing to watch. Jack, the guitar guy at school, he gets on, he's smoking a pipe, and all of a sudden he turns it over to his friend. I think his name's Ben. Metropolis Modern, you never know who he's going to link up with. Great videos there. And again, you know, maybe this goes on all the time and I'm just noticing it for the first time. I don't know, but it's pretty cool. And I guess the last thing I wanted to mention, which is pretty awesome. You know, somebody will mention a tobacco or mention a pipe, and it just seems to spread like wildfire. The one that comes to mind right off the bat is My Monk Vlog. Tom got on one day and had picked up some Carter Hall, and you know, within 5 or 6 weeks, everybody on YouTube was getting a pouch of Carter Hall. I was actually looking for it too, but I couldn't find it. You think about the power that's behind that. I had gone to a seminar a year ago on social media, and they mentioned that people are no longer buying because of TV advertisements. people trust what they see on the internet from their peers more. So all it takes is for one presenter to say, oh, I'm smoking this XYZ pipe and this thing is awesome. It's a lot more powerful than any kind of magazine ad or television ad. And you can see proof of it, you know, right before our eyes. So that's what I see on YouTube after 6 months. I'd be interested in hearing if anybody else agrees, disagrees, has anything that they've noticed. Anybody that's been on for more than a year, is all this stuff, does it come along in cycles? You know, is the Carter Hall going to be Borkham Riff in 2 months, or just curious. So that's my video for today. Since it's about 52 degrees out, I'm going to go back inside and get warm. Thanks an awful lot for watching. Hope everybody's doing well, and we'll see you next time.